protected, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's that, Mr. William? The side effect. The side effect.
As I said, the side effects. The first one was pain because, as I said, it just felt like I'd been punched really hard there. And the second one, just when you try to sleep at night, you're just burnt up. You're so hot. But you know, that's a natural process. You know, that's what it
Scary,
does. Well, no, well, yeah, but no, but yeah. You know it's going to happen, and you know actually it's working if your body's fighting against it. That's the whole point of it. So, you know, nobody wants to be red hot, but at least you know it's working.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, everything will be fine, lah, Mr. William. Yeah.
Well, of course, we hope that. And how's vaccination going in Indonesia?
Yeah, my parents got one. Yes, and then yeah, thankfully nothing side effect. Yeah, yeah, she's fine until now. Yeah, we don't know. How about Bu Ina? Yeah, Bu Ina, did you get vaccination?
No.
Yeah, you know, as we know, in Indonesia, we prefer to middle age. It is. Erna, did you get vaccination?
No, Mister.
Not yet, right?
Faisal, I don't want to vaccine.
You don't want to have it?
Yes, I don't want.
Oh. Why?
Because I think it's not good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's comfortable with my body, and I'm not sure this real good or not. You know what I mean, Mr. Faisal?
You
Because yeah, you know, politics. I don't like it.
Yeah, politic or propaganda or what is the other one, Mr.
Like
William? Rumor or what? Conspiracy or whatsoever it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is only it is, yeah, conspiracy, yeah.
The
or
only
politics.
conspiracy it's been is that in many countries the number of deaths have been covered up. In my country, it's so many people, their deaths have been reported as other causes or unknown causes, rather than saying they had COVID. As I said, I mean, I'm a teacher, so in Kuwait, the first priority were Kuwaitis. Even 14-year-old boys were getting it because that's how the Kuwaiti mindset is. But then, because they are desperate to get students back into school, you know, we've done online teaching for more than an academic year. They're desperate to get students back into school, having face-to-face teaching, because it's the only way they are going to socialize the youth of Kuwait, is by getting them back into school. But there's too many risks involved. So actually they did once the main priority was Kuwaitis. After that, early on were health workers, of course, you know, that's fair enough. Health workers, police, an ambulance, and then after that, obviously people involved with medical, but then it was teachers, because they are quite keen, well, not quite keen, they're very keen to get students back into school in September. Although how that's going to work, we're not sure, because they're talking about half the numbers in classes. So therefore, you're going to have to run twice the number of classes.
Yes.
And therefore, you're going to have twice the number of teachers. But hang on, if you've got twice the number of teachers, the outgoings of a business are twice as big. But you still have the same number of students. So something has to give. We've already had 2 years of pay cuts for teachers, significant pay cuts. And yet, now, who knows what's happening? But maybe they're going to have to do teaching on alternate days. So half the class does a lesson on the Monday, the other half does it on a Tuesday. Don't know how it's going to work. And there's one-way systems, and people have to keep to one side, and there's spacing out, and there's everything's supposed to be disinfected and blah blah blah. We shall see. And obviously compulsory face masks. We shall see what happens.
Yes. So yeah, I think we are same, Mr. William. You are a teacher, I'm a teacher, right? Yeah, only different distance. So let's see. Let's see from the student side. Yeah, like Erna, right? Yes,
Yeah.
she's still in vocational high school. Yeah. So how about her? So will she go back to her school? Yeah, nah. How about you, nah? The rumor said the new academic year, students will go back to the class. Yeah, let's see the rumor, Mr. William, from Erna.
Tell us, Erna, talk to us.
My teacher say that, but in my opinion, it's rumor, Mister.
When are you on holiday now, or when does your normal school year start? When you so you are you year 12, year 13?
I'm 11th grade.
11th grade, so you're a year 11 student. When do you stop being year 11 and you start year 12?
Yes.
Is that in September or January or April?
Your new class now, your new class at school, when it will be started? New academic year.
July, Mister.
Okay, so quite soon then. Because British schools that follow the British curriculum, they start in September and finish in June. In the UK, it's actually September to July, but it's just too hot in Kuwait. It's 50 degrees in July. Well, and June, in fact. So we start again in September, finish in about 2 weeks, and then holiday. But you're starting again soon, and you will be year 12.
Yes, Mister.
Is that exciting?
Yeah, of course.
Do you study the same subjects then? Or do your subjects change in year 12? What do you study?
Same as 11th grade.
Yeah.
All the subjects are same, Yana.
Yes.
You tell Mr. William all subjects will be same.
All subject will be same.
Okay, that's cool. What subjects do you study in year 11 and year 12?
All.
So you study English? Yeah, presumably.
Yes.
Mathematics? Mathematics?
Yes.
Tell
Mr.
me what
William is
subjects you have.
Mr. William is
Mathematics?
the expert of math.
That's what I do. What other subjects? Tell me.
What, mister?
What other subjects? You've only told me maths and English.
Math.
What's your school subject now? Your school subjects? Math, English, what else?
Math, English, science, biology, fisika, mister.
Physics?
Physics.
Yeah, physics.
Physics
Yeah, I teach
and-
physics as well.
It's dangerous.
Chemistry?
Yeah.
Do you study chemistry?
Chemistry.
O2, HO2 like that, oxygen, chemistry.
Oh, yes. Yes, mister.
Cool.
Mm,
How about art? Art.
art. Yes,
Yeah.
art.
Are you artistic? Are you
No.
creative?
No. But
How about music?
I don't like arts, mister.
Oh, that's okay. I was rubbish at art. I don't like art. Well, I'm just rubbish at it. I was like stick man. Just rubbish at art. So yeah. But you like school?
What do you
You
like?
like your school?
Of course,
Oh, that's good. That's good. Hooray.
because my school is dream me. Like cita-cita, mister. Okay.
My future goal.
My school is my future goals.
Cool. Do you want to be a teacher one day?
Maybe.
Hooray! Hooray! One day you could live the dream like Mr. Faisal and be a teacher.
Yes.
Wow, how cool is that? That is very cool.
Tell again, tell again. So, what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is mathematics, but a while ago, Mister, dulu in pandemic, I'm neutral.
So now you prefer to math. So you like math right now.
In pandemic, I little bit like math because my teacher,
What? What's going on, your teacher?
my teacher like apa ya? Kayak nggak ngajarin gitu, Mister.
Yeah, it seems your teacher didn't teach you.
Yes.
Susie, give me his name. I'm going to come round and sort him out. I'm coming round. Maths is very, very important. If he's not doing his job, I'm going to come and get him.
Yeah.
We'll sort him out. Maths is very, very important. Too important to not teach properly. I'm coming round to get him.
What's your teacher's name? Nah, tell to Mr. Williams. Your teacher's name, your math teacher.
Mister wait, Mister.
She forgot, Mr. William.
But nervous, Mister.
What?
Mr. Oman.
Mr. Omani, did you say?
Yes.
Mr. Omani, I'm coming to get you.
If you watch this video, I will come.
Yeah. Be afraid.
Yeah. Anyway, right now we are live. Yeah, we are on YouTube actually. Right now.
Yeah, he could be on YouTube thinking, help. I'll be a better teacher. I've stopped being bad. I'll be good now from now on.
Yeah, Mr. Oman, your student said you never taught her properly.
Mr. Oman, don't be a bad man. Be a good man.
Yes.
My senior say that Mr. Oman is like nggak enak gitu, Mister, apa gitu katanya.
Not delicious.
Yes, not delicious.
Nggak enak.
Not delicious.
Mr. Williams, this. Yeah, probably we need to ask Mr. William, Erna. Yeah, in our language, when teachers don't teach properly, we call it nggak enak. So if we convert into English, yeah, if we convert into English, my teacher is not delicious. So it means they don't teach properly.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. He's definitely not delicious.
Or probably we have another name. Sometime if like bad teacher or math teacher, math, yeah, not math, math teacher, probably sometimes we can call them what's this, a killer teacher. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't mean your teacher is not delicious. So because you cannot taste them,
No, no.
right? Yeah,
And
it
if
is
you
the
would, you
way
probably
of
go,
teaching.
not tasty, not delicious. Ooh.
Yeah. Now sometimes, Mr. William, we have a language gap, Yeah. Sometimes in Bahasa we say not delicious to say someone who doesn't teach properly, or someone who is math, MAD, math, like that, Mr. William. So is it okay if we call it a killer teacher like that?
Killer teacher. Ah. Either way, I'm going to come and get him, Mr. Aman. I've got your number. I'm coming round.
That's right, Mr. William. I support you.
I will stand behind you.
Probably I will stand next to you.
It's quite often in the UK when people pick fights, they say, I'm with you, but they're actually standing behind, if you see what I mean. So you're thinking, where is everybody? Thinking they'll be by your side, but they're behind you. Oh.
Yeah, actually this dilemma, yeah. Once the students want to learn something, right? Anyway, Erna, do you like math anyway? Do you like math? To be honest? Huh?
Yes, Mister.
See, Mr. William, she likes math, actually.
Hey, we love maths. Hooray for maths.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, Mr. William. If the teacher, what we call is not delicious, in quotation, is not delicious to teach, we become hated about the lesson. Even personally, we like it, ya.
Yes, Mister.
So what do you think, Mr. Williams?
I think it's very true, because when I went all the way through junior school, so between the ages of 7 and 11, my favorite subject was history. I really, really, really loved history and read so many books about history and really loved the subject. I went to secondary school, and in my first year, I guess you call it 7th grade, I was taught by the deputy headmaster, Mr. Wilcox, and he killed my love of history in about 6 weeks. He killed it stone dead. He was so dry, so boring, so there is immense power as a teacher to inspire young people, to make them enjoy your subject, to make them love your subject. But he was the opposite. He wasn't delicious. He killed my love of history in about 6 weeks, and I never got it back. I mean, maybe if he never taught me, I may have ended up a history teacher, but he killed it stone dead. So yeah, teachers, a power for good and a power for bad. You can be a good man, or you can be Mr. O Man.
Killer teacher always remembered.
And the thing is, I'm very old. You know, you can see. Obviously, I'm very, very old. I still remember most of my teachers. Although I'm so old, most of my teachers have died now, and it's sad. But sometimes I look in the papers and on the internet, and I read that teachers have died because, to me, they're still locked in being young men or reasonably young. But of course, I'm old now, so they're so much older as well. And it's always sad when people die. And in fact, in my somebody who taught at the last school I was at in the UK died in January of COVID. So it's always sad and a shock, because you think your teacher, you never forget your teacher, or I never forgot my teachers. And but they get old, they go, and yet, but they are locked in the same age. So, you know, when I was 11, say, one of my teachers would be 30. So even though it's, you know, 40 years on, I still imagine them as 30-year-olds, not as 70-year-olds.
Yeah. I just remembered like this, Mr. Williams and everyone. When I was, in senior high school, as I remember, actually, I was so really foolish and I was so really bad. And even I hated that lesson. To tell the truth, Mr. William, sorry, Mr. William, yeah. I really hated that lesson. Yes. You know, now I think, you know, wait a minute, Mr. Williams. You know what? You know what happened next? My teacher taught me well. The first, I hate it, and then the next, I liked it. You know what lesson it was?
No.
Chemistry.
Oh,
Chemistry.
Ah, you did
Yes.
mention, you mentioned what did you, I forgot what you mentioned. It wasn't acid and alcohol. It was formulas. Anyway, you mentioned something about chemistry anyway. I can't remember what it was a few minutes ago. Ah, that was you revealing your love for chemistry.
Yeah, I used to like it. Yeah, even at first I hate it. And then because of my teacher taught me well, I mean taught as well, yeah, not only me, all my friends, yeah, and then we became, yeah, like chemistry. Wow, she was so really amazing. Like this now, yeah. Hopefully, another teachers, yeah, can do the same as what my teachers did a long time ago. Actually, you know, Mr. Williams and everyone, what she did. Simple, Mr. William. What she did, you know, she only went around to every students. Actually, only that. Yeah, you know, she went around to every students and asked, "How can I help you?" Wow. And then she explained us one by one. I remember that. Hopefully, right now she's still alive. Yeah, 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 Bu, wherever you are. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully you are okay right now. If you listen me.
She's probably
Yeah.
watching now, an avid viewer of Mr. Faisal. She said, I
Yeah.
remember Faisal, Mr. Faisal, as my student.
You know what, Mr. William? Even I was already foolish, you know. I was totally foolish. Even I didn't understand at all. Yes, about chemistry. Probably nowadays, many teenagers or students are good, right? At the time, I was the fooliest, yeah, probably, yeah, a foolish person, dumb. I barely say that, yeah, because I hate it. My teachers changed me. and she'll be always my teacher. Ya, itu Lona. Enak ngerti apa yang saya bilang ya? Enak, can you understand what I
Yes,
said?
sir.
Ya, itu sebuah chemistry, my teachers, ya. My teacher, not my teachers, my teacher, because only one, ya. Yeah, probably the others, really sorry, my teachers. Yeah, actually totally same as Mr. Oman. Ya. Oke, Erna, greet Bu Ina. Nah, Bu Ina just silent itu. Greet Bu Ina, talk to Bu Ina for a while. Seminar Aidin wal Faizin to Bu Ina. Ya.
Hello, Vina.
Halo, Erna.
How
Hello,
are you?
I'm fine. Nice to see you, Erna. I'm glad to see you. Really. So I miss you. I miss you. We can go out together with other friends too. We had a promise, but don't be realist. Don't not yet ya, Mister. Apa sih? Belum terrealisasi apa namanya? Not yet.
Hasn't been done.
Huh?
Hasn't been done.
Yeah, hasn't been done. We had the promise, but hasn't been done.
Vina,
We can talk together in another place, in the middle,
yes.
your home and my home too, my house too. But I don't know where. What are you doing, Erna? Long time not to see you. Are you busy in Ramadan? Are you traweh? Are
Yes.
you make cookies?
No.
No,
No.
you can make cookies. You can cook.
No.
The same. The same
No.
as me. Me too. But I can make a food. I can cook just for eat, but not cookies. I cannot cook for cookies. But sometimes maybe I want to try. So tell me about you.
Bu Ina,
What?
what do you went to hometown? Your hometown?
What? What?
Never mind lah. Keep going lah. Keep going. Keep talking. Never mind. I'm watching.
Did you go to hometown, Vina?
No.
Why?
In the Idul Fitri, I don't go to anywhere. I stay at home and make make a script, and you know, I learn about as announcer. That's it, and I do nothing more. Just stay at home. So that's a pity.
And because pandemic too?
Yes, because pandemic, and I must make a script too, so I can go out to anywhere. Just stay at home. Work at home.
Don't shake hands.
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
What do you think? You?
Yes. I went to my hometown and I shake hands with my family.
So lucky to meet somebody there. I don't need anyone. Just stay at home alone. So boring. Very, very
Oh,
boring. So sad. But that's it. What about Mr. Faisal? You go out in Ramadan, in the Idul Fitri.
I just stay at
You
home.
meet your family.
Mhm. Yes, the first day we had open house in the morning.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we had open house. Yeah, yeah, a few relatives lah ya. Yeah, from my mother's side came to my house. Yeah, we gathered all together. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was really nice. And then at noon we went to my uncle's house. Only that. 4 days. Yeah, for 4 days. Yeah, we went out. We went round. We went to my uh, family's house. Ay, that way na.
Yes, I don't go to anywhere.
So unfortunate.
Just stay at home, and I don't meet anybody.
Or probably it was good, so you can save money, so you could be richer soon.
But so boring.
Yeah, never mind lah, boring a bit. Yeah, yeah, celebrating Lebaran, yeah, is one of what we call it, festive, yeah, or event. Yeah,
My
we wait.
birthday on June, Mr. Faisal.
Really? What June?
7th June.
Wow, tomorrow. Wow, Mr. William, I
Not
think we need to celebrate it.
tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Today, my son's birthday.
Today is June
My
2nd.
son's birthday.
Oh, you 7.
And me 7.
Wow, so you're born nearly to your son.
Yes. And my husband 22.
Oh, you got a husband?
June 2. June 2.
You got a husband right now already?
Not yet.
Oh, so you can say my late husband.
Oh, my late husband. My before husband.
Before. Nothing my before, Mr. William. I think
Apa dong?
he's laughing behind the camera.
No, 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 very serious.
Mr. William, is there my before husband? Yeah, Mr. William.
Hello.
Can we say it? My before husband to say my late husband like that?
You say the phrase is my late husband.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
there are people who women who marry, or men who marry many times. So a woman may say my previous husband or my former husband to mean that, yeah, he's still alive, but they're not married anymore.
Yes, probably she divorced because life divorce, yeah, probably, Mr. William, and then the husband is still alive, so we can say my previous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we say my before husband?
No. No.
What do you think, Mr. William?
Bad English. Mr. Faisal, why are you saying such things? I thought you were a good man.
Mr. William, Bu Ina, she said, my before husband. I said to her, your late husband, right? And then she said, my before, right? That's why I wanna confirm to you, right, Mr. Williams? Can we say my before husband?
No. Bad, very bad. Very bad. Very bad.
So it means we need to note, yeah, Mr. William, yeah, my late husband or my previous husband. Am I correct?
You are correct, Mr. Faisal.
I like you. I like you totally.
And I'm wrong.
But that's a part of learning. It's better to be wrong and be corrected than not do anything.
Yes.
That's the learning process.
Anyway, Mr. William, why you turn off your camera? It is unusual for you. Usually you always turn on your camera.
It was on. It was on. Oh.
Really?
Hang on, I'm coming back. Oh, there I am. Hey, it's me. I'm still there.
Yeah, it is unusual. You turn off your camera.
Well,
Usually
it's just that Weena and we're talking, and I thought, well, just leave them to it, because you disappeared as well. You were off camera, so I thought, oh, I'll just leave the ladies chat and do their thing.
Yeah, sometimes discussing about divorce or separate or something, sometimes it is exciting, yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. So never say my before husband, yeah, Mr. William.
No, never say that.
Never say.
Even if you had a before husband, never say it.
That's why I said, wow, Mr. William laughing behind the camera. What kind of English is that?
What kind of English is that? Yeah, I was going to give you a cup, but no. If the English is bad, no cup.
Nah, Bu Ina, Erna, that's why we need to ask the owner of the language.
Yes. My teacher.
Even probably I teach English. Yeah, who's the owner of the language? Yeah, Mr. William.
No, nobody owns the language. It is everybody's. Communication is everybody's.
In quotation. You are the native, right?
Oh, you and your quotations.
Otherwise, if you learn bahasa, so you learn from me native, right? I'm the native.
Actually, I know what I want to ask you, Mr. Faisal, while we're here. So this is going out on live on YouTube.
Yes, online. We are live streaming.
So do people watch it and give you likes and comment on it then every lesson?
Yeah, actually like that. Yeah, unfortunately, people do not like what we are talking about. Like that.
Who are you people? Don't hide. Don't be keyboard warriors. come round and discuss it with me. You're
Yeah.
not brave, you're not clever. You want to put a smart comment at the bottom? No, no, no. Little person, come round and just talk about it. Don't be a keyboard warrior, warrior even. No, if you want to worry, that's okay.
Warrior.
Oh, I worry. I worry about things.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, the internet is a wonderful thing, but also it makes little people very brave and say things they wouldn't say. And they think they have the right to insult people and say bad things. By all means, be constructive and say, Mr. Williams, you speak with a harsh regional accent. We don't like the way you speak English. But don't say anything bad. Just, Mr. Williams, we don't like your hair.
Yeah.
But don't be
Actually,
brave.
actually,
Spread the
same.
love.
Yeah.
Spread the love. Just say nice things about people. If you
It
don't want to
happens
say
in
nice
quiet,
things,
Mr. William.
sorry?
It happens in quiet. It happens. What we call it? Buzzer in Indonesia. Netizen.
Natism.
Yeah, who watch the video and then they talk improperly like that.
As I've said, you know, the internet's a wonderful thing, but it gives a forum. It gives an opportunity for little people who are full of hate and just want to say bad things.
Hater, Mr. William.
Hater, yeah. And you think, why bother?
Hater. Yeah, in Indonesia,
By all means, by all means, say, Mr. Williams, we don't like your vowel sounds, or we don't like the way you pronounce your R's. But don't say bad things. But unfortunately, the internet, there are too many bad people out there.
Yes. Anyway, it happens in your country.
Of course it does. Of course it does. The internet's worldwide anyway. There are always haters, and some celebrities and musicians and sports stars get incredible hate. And I mean, I'll give you I live in Sunderland, and when I remember taking my daughter to a football match, and quite often people who go to watch football matches are very angry or very passionately involved in the sport. And when they're involved, they quite often swear. They cuss, they say bad words. And my daughter, when she was about 4 years old, I took her to a football match, and a man behind me was going rah, 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 swearing at them, all the. And I remember my daughter said, Daddy, why is that man so angry? Because of course she'd never heard words like that before, and I think most of them washed over her. But the fact that this man was so angry, she realized, he was saying bad words.
Yeah, probably it is what we call millennials like Erna, yeah.
Erna would never say bad words.
I mean, her friends. Erna, what do you call it? Hater in our country? What buzzer? What? Who give hate speech like that? What do we call it in bahasa Indonesia?
Netizen.
Is that netizen? People who give hate speech or hate comments like that?
Yes.
Netizen.
Haters.
Netizen or buzzer?
I don't know, Mister.
Yeah. In here actually happened. Everyone. Sometimes people who watch us, they made themselves to be God. Yeah, they can say what they want to say. They can judge what they want to judge.
All I say to people is that fair enough, fine. You want to say bad words, put your phone number after the comments. And I will gladly phone up and discuss it with you. Or put your home address, put your postcode.
It is Mr.
Anglia,
William.
Tunbridge Wells. So,
You know,
20, so it says 23 Greenford Gardens, Ealing. Okay, Mr. 23 Greenford Gardens of Ealing, I'm coming round. I know where you live. You know, if people want to be brave, put your phone number after it.
I think they are afraid of that.
Yeah, of course. And I'd say, hello, hello. Oh, you feel this way about it, do you? You know, anyway, whatever.
Yeah, that's why I briefly said sometimes they became a god. They think they are everything, so they can judge everything. They are so really brave.
Well,
Yeah,
and you know, it's all very well expressing a negative emotion, whether it's anger, whether it's frustration, whatever it is at somebody. But whoever you're saying it to is a human being as well. And people forget that. And quite often it's people who are insensitive anyway and wouldn't even be able to deal with the level of hate if it were subjected at them. You know, I've seen sports stars for my team or pop stars, and you go, ah, but I don't write it down for the whole world and then to read about them, because they're human beings. You know, your sports star, they miss it, they kick a ball, they miss a tackle, they don't score a goal, they let a goal in. Pop stars wear the wrong type of trousers. They have a wrong haircut. They don't do their makeup very nice. Whatever it is, really, does it need that level of hate and anger?
yes,
They're humans.
yeah. In
Feel
my
the
opinion,
love, people.
yeah. In my opinion, like this, Mr. William and everyone. For me personally, never mind if people hate me. At least I never hate them. It is even, yeah. Everyone actually has haters, lah, yeah, like this. Especially Erna and everyone, especially teenagers. If we ask Erna, yeah, Erna, do you have haters?
Yes.
Of
No
course.
way! How could anybody hate you? No!
Yeah, sometimes like this, Mr. William. Sometimes people hate each other. Yeah, like I think Erna itself, she has haters. Yeah, even me, even you, even everyone in here. I think we have haters.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I
for
can
me,
understand people hating me because I just say what I feel and
yeah,
I
because
do
they are
get
God.
annoyed and irritable because I'm human. But
They are God.
how could somebody hate Una? No, no way.
They can judge what they want to judge, right? They never think about that, right? It is my opinion like that. Yeah, I think if they have their mind, yeah, in the proper way, in the proper place, they never hate us like this. Yeah, for me
Well,
personally, me never mind they hate me. At least I never hate them like that.
I'm
Haters,
different.
haters,
I mean, in
haters
all
is
honesty, people wind me up and I say at the time exactly how I feel. But I'm not going to hide behind anything, and I'm not going to post it on the internet set for the whole world to say, oh, you know.
Mhm.
As I
Yes,
said,
we know.
I really think the world would be a different place if automatically somebody posted something and it instantly said their address after their comment or their phone number. That would make them stop and think. Maybe.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. What's up, Ina?
I think haters, the people can do bad something to you.
Yeah.
So they hate you because they don't like you. Because you are so different with them or something they don't like it. So they can do bad to you, that haters, and make you not comfortable, make you angry, or make you do something don't want to do. I don't want to angry, but they say always about me, so many angry. Finally, I'm angry. I don't like angry, but sometimes I think I have to agree with somebody because they disturb me. They do something bad to me. So I don't want to silence again. So I don't want nothing to do. That's good or not? What do you think, Rob?
I think different people have different ways of dealing with hate, but ultimately the problem isn't with the person who receives the abuse, it's with the people who are hating. And ultimately, quite often it's because they are unhappy. They're unhappy in their lives. They are insecure about themselves. They don't like themselves. There are things they don't like in their own lives. And rather than saying, do you know what, I'm a small-minded nobody who only spreads hate, they try and deflect attention away from themselves, and it makes them feel good to say bad things about other people.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad, but we can't change human nature. There will always be people who are bad, who are unhappy with themselves, who are insecure, and they will choose to make themselves feel better by picking on other people. It's called bullying. It will always be a problem because there will always be people who don't like themselves.
Yeah, I know. But if you are in that position, what you do?
As I said, you know, there's different people deal with it in different ways. Me, because I'm even the older I get, the more, and I'm not saying it's right, it probably isn't, the more confrontational I get. So if somebody says something bad, I come back straight at them and say, oh, you think that about me, do you? Well, let's talk about you. You think I'm bad? Let's talk about you.
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm not saying that's right. In fact, it's probably wrong. But the older I get, the more I get like that. Whereas when I was younger, I would have probably just avoided them and you know, go out of my way to be out of their way, if you see what I mean. You know, to go to different places, to not hang out where they might be, or not put myself in a position where they felt they were able to express something about me. I mean, but you've got to bear in mind the internet didn't really exist. Well, didn't exist when I was young. So the opportunity, you know, if I wanted to say something bad about somebody, I either said it or I wrote it on a wall somewhere, and that was about it. You know, I couldn't post it on the internet for the whole world to see. And plus, now there may be people who are nobodies. And if you saw them in real life, it's like, if you've seen the film The Wizard of Oz, everybody thinks he's wonderful, and you pull back the curtain and it's just a little man. And it's the same in the internet. You've got this idea that there's this great person who's able to judge and say comments about on everybody. You open up the curtain, it's just a little sad old man living on his own, full of hate.
Yes, Mr. William. Yeah,
Mr.
I
Faisal.
mean, in my opinion, yeah, just enough lah. Just they hate us, yeah, never hate each other. I mean, like this, never add more haters in this world, right? If we become hater, so yeah, it means we add another more haters. Yeah, just let them become haters, not us. I mean, like that, Mr. William. Yeah,
I'll tell you what's another thing, and it's probably off the subject somewhat. But I taught at a school, really, really rough. But you had to call your teacher by the first name.
Mr. Omen.
So you know, instead of saying Mr. Williams, they would all say Rob this, and it's a psychological thing, but it's a lot harder to be aggressive or to be hateful towards somebody if you're on first name terms with them. So, you know, straight away, you know, instead of saying, I'd lose. I think if they have to say Rob, da 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 da. So, you know.
So anyway,
perhaps if when you made a bad comment, if you had to put a little heart or a little flower after it, then that would maybe stop them being so hateful.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, how do people call in your country? From the first name or in the last name?
Do you mean in a professional sense in schools, or do you mean socially?
In professional matter.
Right. If as a teacher in a school, it's only ever in the UK, it's only ever Sir or Mr. Williams. The weird thing is, you come to Kuwait, and Kuwait only tends to use your first name. So I get lots of Mr. Robert, even though only my mum ever called me Robert or Mr. Rob.
So in UK, people call by the last name?
Yes, family. Yeah, because professional. You wouldn't address it, very few schools where you are allowed to address your teacher by their first name.
So
but
it means I'm correct.
One of the roughest schools I taught at, in the roughest areas in Middlesbrough, I loved it because.
So
but the weird thing is because there were no rules, so a lot of the really hard, tough kids had nothing to fight against. You know, I'm going to show I'm a rebel by not wearing my school tie. Okay, there isn't a school tie.
So anyway, Mr. William, am I correct calling you by your last name?
To be honest, because I've taught in the UK where it's Sir or Mr. Williams. I've taught in the Middle East, Kuwait, where it's Mr. Rob or Mr. Robert. So it doesn't actually, anything's fine by now because I've taught in both systems.
So it means
The only-
I prefer. So it means I prefer to UK. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's you can live with that, but it's a weird when you go and travel and they call you Miss and they look at your name and they say, oh, Mr. Robert Williams. Oh, we thought you were Mr. William Roberts or Mr. William Robert. And you have to say, no, this is my first name. This is my family name. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in school, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
my bank, again, my bank. I've just actually had a new credit card. They gave me a huge box just for put that in because it's anyway. Don't know why they
Hey,
give me that. But
anyway,
anyway,
Mr. William,
yes.
you teach in school, right?
Sorry? Yeah, I teach in school. Yeah.
I mean, how do you teach them? Like Erna and her friends and another students. Wait a minute, Mr. William. Erna, through online, how your teachers teach you now? Using Zoom, Google Meet, or what?
Zoom and Google Meet, Mister, and Google Classroom.
Okay, so let's ask Mr. William. Mr. William, do you use Google Classroom?
No, we use Zoom.
Oh, okay.
But the weird thing is we use Google Meets for staff meetings. So if we have a staff briefing at the start of the week,
So it means you have
that's
face-to-face,
on Google
yeah?
Meet. Oh, that's on Google Meet. But
Yeah, Google Meet.
lessons are on Zoom.
So it means you have face-to-face, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Like Erna and other friends as what we call schoolers, yeah, usually they have Google Classroom. Yeah. How do you think Google Classroom?
Google Classroom, easy.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. William, Erna, Bu Ina, and everyone, I have a video during the fasting month, Mr. Williams. My other class made a video of this, like a little podcast. So it is short video. Will you see it?
I hope so.
Yeah. And I need your comment, yeah, Mr. Williams, yeah. And Erna and Bu Ina. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And I need your comment. It is totally my other class creativity. They make it, they made it, they created, then they edited. Where is it? Okay, we have a little podcast during the fast. It was in fasting month, Mr. Williams.
Okay.
In fasting month. Erna, can you see the video now?
Yes, sir. I can see.
Try to understand what they are talking. Hopefully, Mr. William can get because they covered their mouth. Okay, let's watch it, yeah.
Greetings viewers, here's Dayo Jipriawan, and today we're gonna have a Ox podcast. So we have a special guest that we should talk for. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, my name is Farid.
Okay, so my first question is, do you like Google Classroom?
Okay, for your question, I will answer the good answer. Okay, for today, I really had it for Classroom, Google Classroom. You know?
Okay, what's the reason that you were?
Because today, when teacher give the lesson to the student on the Google Classroom, and the student don't know what the lesson it is, he just answer and he just asks to the Google. Not really. Now I'm really like to real school, not online school.
Okay, I'm a bit disagree with you.
Yup.
In fact, Google Classroom made a few students, also me, to have more diligent. And other side, Google Classroom can give you a chance that you can get a higher score than before.
Yup, it is.
Why? Because the more time the teacher give us an assignment, the more chance that you get a more score and more score. Then you'll get a higher score than before.
It's different to the real school, right? For example, on the real school, the student get down for the score, and on the online school, he get higher score.
So that's why the student must to be interested in many lessons that teacher gave to us.
Yeah, it is. I'm prefer to Zoom. Why it is? Student and teacher needs to communication. What lesson it is? Teacher talk clearly what lesson it is.
Okay, so your point is
We need communication.
the students are lower communication than before, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit disagree to me.
Why?
Because of what? Because some of students have no their braveness to talk to their teacher. Because of what? Because they're afraid that they have a mistaken in every time they will give a question to the teacher.
So, for now session, do you like Google Classroom or
Yes.
you hate it?
I really like it. Because
Why?
of what? Because every time the teacher give me an assignment that give me more and more diligence.
Oh, I'm disagree with your opinion. Can teacher control ourselves to study in Google Classroom? Did the teacher control ourselves on the time? No, like
Okay, I'm a
what
bit agree
diligent?
with
What
you.
this student every time to study on Google Classroom? The fact is never happened to student.
Okay, so the conclusion is some of the students really like to the Google Classroom and the other students really hate or unenjoy it to the Google Classroom. Okay, alright then, so that's all from our little chit chat. See you next time and goodbye.
Goodbye. Google Classroom, what the material from teacher to the students?
Behind the scene.
Yeah, I know.
Podcast again. So today we have a special revisor. If there,
Astagfirullahaladzim.
today we're gonna have a little post, a little podcast.
Yeah, it was edited by Farid ya.
Greetings, viewers.
So how's that? Mr. William, how was that, Mr. William?
I thought it was quite enjoyable. The key thing is that it got them talking, as often happens with young people when they're enjoying themselves, they're getting passionately involved. So on a technical level, a lot of what they said wasn't correct, but they were so obviously enjoying it and communicating, and what's to say? It was enjoyable. They enjoyed it. I watched her in her laugh at some stage. You know, it was obviously enjoyable, and you know they were obviously passionate in getting into it. Of course, if they slowed it down a bit, but they would have made less mistakes. But there again, it might have lost something anyway. Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's good. They obviously got something out of it. That's what it's about. People communicating.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I mean, it was the first time we made the podcast. Maybe so. Uh, you saw it, right? How they did it.
Oh,
Yeah, it
so
was
it
the
was
first
nice. It
time.
was entertaining. They enjoyed it. That's the main, and they clearly enjoyed it, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, at least they were brave to
Yeah.
speak. It is. Actually, they're still junior high school, Mr. William.
All right, cool. But that's the
Yeah,
thing, you know. It's about being brave and having the courage.
yes.
You know, there's a phrase: you'll never cross the road if you're scared of being run over.
Mm-mm.
You know, they went for it, and good for them.
Yes. It is, yeah. Even in my opinion, a few things need to be fixed, yeah, especially the
Well, of course
language
there
and
are. You know, it's a
yeah.
first attempt.
Yes. Yes. So actually, this they were debating about classroom and without classroom. So what do you think, Erna? What
But
do you
Mister,
think? What do you think about them?
I think Google Classroom is very good because Google Classroom uh, make easy for us to collect assignment. But
Yes, yeah.
many assignment give from my teacher,
Yeah. So
and
that's why,
a lot of teacher just take YouTube on YouTube. Kayak dari YouTube doang, Mister.
yeah, probably you can ask Mr. William, Erna. He's a teacher, right? So you ask Mr. William, yeah, does Mr. William give a lot of homework to his students? Ask him. Ask him, nak.
Google Classroom make easier for us
No.
to collect assignment, but many teacher give student assignment, and a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
why.
teacher just take video on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, you ask Mr. William whether Mr. William does the same things with same as your teacher, or how Mr. William teaches his class, or whether Mr. Williams gives the students homework or assignment like that. Ask Mr. William. Ask his opinion about homework. Does he give students a lot of homework like that? Never mind. Ask Mr. William. You need to brave. You need to be brave. Mr. William, do you give a lot of homework like that?
How you give your student assignment?
Basically, I always set them aside. Every class has a homework a week. Irrespective, you know, because you have a rotation of classes. But every class has one homework per week. Now, they may say it's too much, they may say it's too little. Whatever it is, it's the best of a bad world, because you can set a homework, but the marking of it is now incredibly intensive, because you set a homework and you will get many photos, sometimes many photos of the same thing, and they collate them in different order, so you have to print everything out. You then have to shuffle it to get it in the right order. Then sometimes they've taken such a bad photo, you look at it and sometimes it's like at a weird perspective, or there's bits chopped off, and you try and make sense of that. Then you mark it. Then you've got to scan it or take pictures of it and send them back. It's hugely time consumptive. In the old days, you just get your books in, you'd mark them, give them back. But now it takes so much time to print, mark, scan or photograph, upload again. And the time, the administration of the homework far exceeds the actual homework itself. So a student, for sake of argument, may, for a piece of homework, may spend half an hour on their homework. You've got to spend like 2 hours by the time you printed it, put it in order, marked it, scanned it, uploaded it again. And it's crazy, because the whole idea is that a student does work and they're told quickly, while it's fresh in their mind, what they've done right, how they need to improve. But that can't happen, because you're spending 4 times longer on the homework, actually marking it and getting it back to the student, and it's lost its way. But it's the best we've got at the moment. Nobody asked for COVID, and everybody's trying, 2 years ago, don't suppose a lesson anywhere in the world was taught online. What was Zoom? What was Google Meet? The world has had to change very quickly. And when things change very quickly, you haven't got the scope for gradual improvement. And I'm sure, the lessons I taught now are 100 times better than what I taught back in August. But it's still the best of a bad world, because the key essential thing to teaching and learning is face-to-face contact. So you can see what somebody's doing, you can see what the mistakes are, you can go around and tell them instantly. Too often now, students aren't turning on their cameras, aren't interacting. You don't even know if it's their work. And in some cases, I really feel it's not their work. And in fact, who knows who's watching this, I can see a student doing work, but because they've got glasses on, a reflection. And in their reflection, I can see the screen of a mobile phone. So they're so obviously cheating, but they're not aware of it. But if you're looking at it, you can see that the reflection in their glasses of a mobile phone screen. So they're chatting with their mates, getting the answers straight away. But it's the best of a bad world. A bad deal.
Yeah. At least you give a lot of homework to your students, Mr. Williams.
I don't think I do. They might think I do, but they have probably an hour a week of homework.
In Indonesia, especially Erna and her friends, yeah, they are so really scared, yeah.
But the problem is with it online, you can set as much homework as you want, but what's the point if they've all been on their phones and they've all copied off each other. And it's all the same answers anyway.
Yeah, even the the most ridiculous things, I think, like I stated from Erna, yeah, her teacher gives the students homework or assignment, and then the students, find the answer from YouTube. It is, and then so the question is, so what for teacher teaches in the class? It is the students find the solution or find the answers from the assignment, yeah, from internet. So it means teachers do not have their obligation, their duty to give the lesson like them. What do you think?
We always have the obligation, this is my personal view. As a teacher, you don't abdicate your part in the learning process. You still spend the lesson talking through showing how to do various questions via PowerPoint, being a write-on pad, whatever it is. And then you give opportunities for the students to do it. What I feel, though, has been devalued is homework, because it's no longer one person's work, because they've all social media'd around each other the answers. One person's gone on Google, found the mark scheme anyway, if it's a past exam. And who's to say it's not even then? Either work with a brother or a sister or an uncle or a dad or a mum or whatever. And it's just, the one thing we've lost is all authenticity. We don't know, if we set a homework, whose work we're going to get back, because we have no way of directly monitoring it, in the sense, because if you do an exam, you're in a hall and they are in isolation, away from each other and away from their mobile phones. Whereas, as I've said, I've seen in a class a lad wearing glasses, and even though he's not aware of it, you can see clearly a reflection of a mobile phone.
Yes, yeah, it happens to us, Mr. William, Erna, and Buina, and everyone, yeah. Yeah, at least hopefully our education, will be better lah, yeah. Even
all we're trying to do is keep things moving, keep the ball rolling, to keep learning fresh in people's minds, because it's the best it can be.
So what's your final, Mr. William, final statement about online school or Google Classroom or whatsoever? So what's your final statement about that?
My
what we need to
final
do?
statement is keep the love.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes, separate love, yeah. Okay, even online or in class, yeah. Like that, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, and all we're trying to do is just keep people having the love for their lessons.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Mr. Williams. Erna and Buina. Buina, do you still want to ask or something to say before we close our session today?
No, Mister.
Actually, we just until 10 before, the schedule until 10. The matter is, we missed a lot, especially we miss Mr. William, Buina, Erna, yeah. Yeah, we miss you a lot. Yeah, that's why we got over, to be 11. Actually, the schedule I gave to you actually until 10, right? So now over to be 11. It's okay lah, yeah. Yeah, because I love you all. I love you, Mr. William, Bu Ina, Susi, and everyone here. Yes. Keep spreading love each other. Yes. Never stop loving each other. Okay, I think that's it, Mr. William. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mr. William, for being here among us. Yeah, I really, appreciate, and my pleasure to have you all here. Yeah, so we'll continue again on Saturday. Our Saturday, probably we will start. Yeah, we will start our journey ways. Yeah, actually, I want to make you to enjoy this lesson. That's why I said journey, not lesson. If lesson, probably it might be difficult. I just said journey. Yeah, even the inside there is lesson. Yeah, I mean, I prefer to say journey. Yeah, journey. Our journey to the end. Yes, Erna, Bu Ina, Mr. William, and everyone here. Keep improving ourselves. Yes, even I briefly said ourselves. Yeah, not yourself, ourselves. So it means include me. Yes, by gathering here, by having this conversation, it means we are improving ourselves. Yeah, Mr. William, thank you so much. See you again on Saturday. Erna,
Hopefully, yeah.
yes, see you again.
I will try my best to be there. Take care. Stay safe,
Yes,
everybody.
good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
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 Thank you,
Say
Mr.
hello to
Bye.
your
Bye,
laptop,
Erna.
yeah, Mr.
Stay
William.
safe.
Bye, Mr.
Bye.
William.
Bye,
Stay
Bu.
safe. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Mr.
Bye, bye,
Yes,
bye.
Faisal.
see you on Saturday.
Bye.
Bu Ina.
Yes.